Okay, hello, good day everyone. This is Engineer Maria Isabella Moscoso, your instructor for PCE 414 or PCE 44, your Geotechnical Engineering 1. So for our today's topic or for today's discussion, we're going to discuss the slope stability analysis. Okay, so what is slope stability or ano ba yung slope na sinasabi natin, no? When it comes to the soil, pag sinabi nating slope, ito yung pagka-inclined ng ground surface natin. Okay? And when we say stability naman, ito naman yung ability ng soil natin to withstand the failure. Ano ba yung mga maaaring failure ng soil natin when your ground surface is inclined? First is that pwede tayo magkaroon ng landslide, no? And isa yon sa mga failures na kino-consider natin, yung mga pag-slide ng lupa niyo. So that is why it is very important for us to discuss or to study the slope stability analysis. So based on definition, sabi dito, slope stability refers to the condition of inclined soil or rock slope to withstand or undergo movement. Yun na yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, no? Pag sinabi nating slope, yan yung pag-inclined ng ground surface natin. Okay? When we say stability, yan naman yung pag-withstand natin, no, sa movement ng ating soil. On the other hand, pag sinabi nating slope stability analysis, it is a static or dynamic analytical or empirical method to evaluate the stability of the earth and rock-filled dams, embankments, excavated slopes, and natural slopes in soil and rock. So, meaning to say, nga pag sinabi natin slope stability, pwede siya maging static, pwedeng walang movement, and pwede din magkaroon ng movement, no? Depende sa characteristics ng soil or ng pagka-incline ng ground surface natin. So with this, no, sa slope natin, pag-uusapan natin na yung mga shear strength at shear force na pwedeng ma-apply or pwedeng mangyari sa ating soil, no? Okay? Now, when we talk about stability, no, or the analysis of slope stability, merong mga factors, no, na pwedeng magbigay kung bakit nagkakaroon ng failure, no, yung ating soil. First is pwede nating i-consider yung mga gravity loads ninyo. When we say gravity loads, meaning yan yung mga self-weight mismo ng soil ninyo. When you say self-weight ng soil, ibig sabihin mas marami yung lupa, no, mas marami or mas malaki yung lupa, mas malaki yung chance na magkaroon ito ng sliding or yung lupa ninyo will slide down. Okay? And then, other one is pwede itong because of the surcharge load. Pag sinabi nating surcharge load, ito yung mga type of load na nakapatong sa soil natin. No? Those are some factors na pwedeng magbigay ng failure sa ground surface natin when your ground surface is subjected into an inclined, no, or naka-sloping nga yung soil natin. So we have here types of landslides or different types of failures ng ating ground surface, no, when it is under an inclined, no, in a specific angle. First is meron tayo ditong tinatawag na fall, no? Pag sinabi nating fall failure, ito yung pag-detach ng rock fragments natin sa kanyang composition, no? Malalaking bato yan, no? Yung nakikita ninyo sa mga videos, sa mga balita, yan yung pag-rolyo ng mga malalaking parts of rocks or tinatawag na nating fragments, no? Yan yung pag-slide niya within our ground surface. Next is meron tayong tinatawag na topple, no? Itong topple is portion lang ito ng fragments na nabali. So parang actually, ang idea ni topple at ni fall parehas lang, no? Which is pagkahulog ng fragments. But then again, si topple kasi is, as you can see, portion lang ng fragment yung mahuhulog or yung nasa slide. Parang sa atin pa ba, yung bato is nahahati siya. Pagkahati niya, yun yung nahuhulog. While sa fall, yung buong structure or yung, I mean, buong composition yung nahuhulog or big fragments yung nahuhulog. Okay? Now, another type of failure is yung slide. Ito yung normal, no? Na yung downward movement of soil mass natin. Okay, normal to, alam na natin yung slide. Next is meron tayo ditong spread. When we say spread, ito yung nag-o-occur ng sudden movement ng soil natin because of water. Ito, no? Yan yung tinatawag natin na spread. Next is we have here your flow. Now, pag sinabi nating flow, ito naman yung downward movement ng soil natin na yung soil natin is similar as viscous na siya ng mga fluid natin. When we see viscous, di ba, yan yung mga types of fluid na malagkit. So, isipin niyo na lang, yung soil ninyo is naging viscous and then nagpo-flow na siya sa ground surface natin. No? Ganun pa rin siya. Parang landslide. Landslide nga siya, no? Part of landslide nga siya, no? Classifications of landslide. So, ganun siya. No? So, these are some of the failures kapag pinag-uusapan natin yung slope stability or yung landslide ng ground surface natin when your soil is subjected into an inclined angle. No? So, for example, na ito naman yung ground surface natin. Okay? So, doon pala, no, sa mga factors, meron ako nakalimutang sabihin, 'di ba? Meron tayong gravity loads, meron tayong surcharge load. Another consideration or another factor na pwedeng magka-failure yung ating ground surface is because of the environmental factors. Okay? When we say because of the environmental factors, pwedeng sabihin dyan because of the seepage, no? Or yung daloy ng tubig sa inyong lupa. So, kapag sobra yung tubig, no, na nag-i-infiltrate doon sa lupa natin or nagsisipir sa lupa natin, since our soil is permeable, yung voids natin, instead of air voids, napapalitan siya ng tubig, no? Kaya doon minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag natin na settlement. Next is because of the earthquake. No, alam naman natin yon, yung earthquake, no? Hindi naman natin mapredict kung kailan mangyayari yung earthquake. So, yung earthquake can be one of the factors or isa sa mga rason kung bakit nagkakaroon ng failure sa ground surface natin. Okay? So, ano po yung concern natin kung bakit natin i-analyze yung slope stability natin, no? Actually, the main point or the main concern here is yung mga unrestrained slope natin. When we say unrestrained slope, yun yung mga unsupported slope ninyo. No, na stable lang siya because of its self-weight. Wala siyang tukod ba? Kumbaga, ano ba yung mga type of sloping ng soil natin na may mga support, like yung mga di ba yung meron tayong gabions, meron tayong revetment, and so forth, no? But how about yung mga unrestrained slope ninyo, no? Unsupported slope siya. Like for example, yung mga bundok natin, no? Yung mga bundok natin, unrestrained yan. Okay? So in here, you have here the example of your slope, no? So, kapag ang soil natin is subjected into slope or inclined yung ground surface natin, di ba meron tayong different types of failure. So, ibig sabihin, yung load natin is subjected into this notation also kasi magsaslide man yung ating soil, no? Itong red na nakikita ninyo, yan yung tinatawag nating failure plane. And I guess yung failure plane is may idea na kayo during our triaxial and direct shear topic. Okay? And because of the weight of the soil na pwedeng maging rason kung bakit magla-landslide, no? Or guguho yung soil natin, take note of that na meron pa rin itong magka-counteract sa kanya or merong magre-resist sa failure na yon. At ano yon? You have here your C. Yung C na yan that is your cohesion. Okay? Isa yan sa magre-resist ng failure ng soil natin. Other than cohesion, meron pa tayong tinatawag na friction. No? Parehas doon sa napag-usapan natin during your hydraulics doon sa inyong dams analysis. Now, when we're talking about the loadings dito sa ating slope stability, in general, yung driving force natin is equal to the weight of your slope. O ito yon, yung driving force natin is yung nagre-resist, no? Nagre-resist sa ating failure or nagre-resist sa movement ng inyong soil. And that is equivalent to resisting force is equal to the strength of the soil along slope of the surface. So kung merong magla-landslide, merong magka-counteract ng slide na yan. Okay? Now, in slope stability analysis, we were going to determine the factor of safety as the ratio of resisting force of driving or of resisting force to the driving force. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng factor of safety? Hindi lang naman yan sa geotechnical engineering, di ba? Ginagamit. Ginagamit rin yan sa mga designs natin. But what is factor of safety? Alright. When we say factor of safety, ito yung magiging basis natin kung gaano ka-safe ang isang bagay. Tama? So, since sa geo man tayo, pinag-uusapan natin kung gaano ka-safe yung soil natin. Okay? So, when we say factor of safety, ito yung ratio ng resistance natin or yung capacity ninyo over the actual na nararamdaman ng soil natin. Okay? So, parang that is capacity over the actual. Alright? Now, based on the formula, sabi dito, factor of safety is resisting over the driving force. Or kung sa atin pa, no? Ano ba sila that? No? So, theoretically, any slope with factor of safety less than 1 will fail, and factor of safety with a and a slope with a factor of safety greater than 1 will not. Anong ibig sabihin nun? No? Ang gustong sabihin lang naman ng concept na ito is that when your factor or the value of your factor of safety is less than 1, yung slope ng soil natin, failure yan. Okay? Now, when we say your factor of safety is greater than 1, therefore your slope is stable. Ibig sabihin, walang failure. Now, how about if your factor of safety is equals to 1, ano naman ang ibig sabihin yan? Ibig sabihin, critical yung inyong slope. Okay? Critical yung inyong ground surface. Okay? Take note of that. Okay? Now, sa slope stability natin, this is classified into two. You have your infinite and you have your finite slope. Okay? So let's start with the analysis of your infinite slope. Pag sinabi nating infinite slope, ibig sabihin mataas, no? Or long slopes yung ating kino-consider dito. For example, yung mga mountain sides ninyo, mahaba, no? Yung kino-consider natin. So sabi dito, analysis of infinite slope, a slope that extends for a relatively long distance and has a consistent subsurface profile may be analyzed as an infinite slope. The term infinite slope is used to designate a constant slope of infinite extent. Yun na nga yung sinabi ko kanina. Example of your infinite slope is the long slope of the face of the mountain. Seepage is movement of water in soil. The depth of which your shearing stress uh, and shearing strength are equal is called your critical depth. So for example, ganito kasi ano. For example, meron tayong bundok. Ganyan na lang, no? Parang bulkan, pero sige lang, basta bundok yan siya, no? So meron tayo ditong, ito sa tuktok, tawag natin dyan, ground surface. So since yung ground surface ninyo is naka-incline, naka-slope siya, ibig sabihin, possible dito magkaroon ng failure, no? Dito, meron tayo ditong tinatawag na failure plane. Okay, yung failure plane natin, failure plane. Yan, dyan yung basihan natin ng pag-fail ng inyong soil. Ito, yung in-between nila, yan yung guguho or yan yung magfo-fall. Ano pa yun? Magta-topple or magsa-slide, no? Itong part ng soil na to. Okay? So, itry natin i-isolate itong part na to, kuha tayo ng strip na yan para mas maintindihan natin kung sino ba si infinite slope, no? So dito, kung kinuha natin yung portion na yon, you have here your H. Okay? Yung H natin dyan is yung ground surface to the failure plane, or that is the height from your ground surface to the failure plane. Ito. Ground surface ngayon, tapos dito is yung failure plane natin. Okay? The angle beta or your angle beta, that is the inclination ng ground surface natin. Or yan yung pagka-slope or yan yung pagka-incline ng ground surface natin. Okay? Yan yung itsura. No? In-isolate lang natin yung part ng soil natin. Alright. Now, dito, di ba yung part ng soil natin, pwede yan magkaroon ng landslide, no? So, dyan, meron tayong kino-consider na weight, no? Meron tayong kino-consider na weight ng inyong soil. So, that is inclined. Since naka-incline yan, therefore, we have here your components. You have your horizontal weight, okay? And you also have your vertical weight. Along with that, no, kapag nag-slide down yung inyong soil, take note, may magre-resist dyan. No? At sino yung magre-resist dyan? If yung sliding natin is pa ganito, no? Take note, may magre-resist dyan sa soil ninyo, okay? And that will be yung tinatawag nating cohesion. Sinabi natin kanina, the cohesion and the friction. And take note that the the orientation ng pag-slide ng slope ninyo is horizontal. So if horizontal yan, yung magre-resist sa kanya should also be parallel to its direction. So kung horizontal yung pag-slide ng ating soil sa slope natin, so ibig sabihin yung cohesion ninyo and also as your friction factor or yung friction natin should also be horizontal, no? So that it can be parallel, no? Again, stresses will be parallel into your slope. Kasi sabi natin, no, factor of safety is equals to the resisting over the driving force. Pag sinabi nating resisting force, yan yung shear strength. Okay? Paki-take note of that. That is the shear strength of your soil. That is your resistance. Okay? That is your resistance. Now, when we say driving force or your shear D or yung develop ninyo, no, that is your shear develop. O kung sa atin pa, yan yung ating tau D, no? Kung atin pa itong i-variable, this is tau S over your tau. Okay? So for your analysis of infinite slope, we have two cases under that. We have yung with seepage, without seepage, yung walang tubig, no? And this is the formula for your factor of safety, and that is C over gamma H sine beta cos beta plus tangent of P over tan beta. Sino si P, no? Si P is during your direct shear and triaxial shear. This is your internal angle of friction. Kilala nyo na yan si phi. Okay? Again, si beta, yan yung angle of inclination of your slope. Alright, sino si C? That is your cohesion. Next is we have another formula for your infinite slope to get the factor of safety. No? Kung gaano ba ka-safe yung soil natin. This is considering with seepage. Now you have a formula of C over gamma sat H sine beta cosine beta plus gamma prime tan internal angle of friction or tan phi over gamma sat tan beta. Okay? Ngayon, sino si gamma prime? No, si gamma prime is also nakilala nyo na, no? Si gamma prime is yung effective unit weight ninyo. Tama ba? So when we say effective unit weight, 'di ba yan yung gamma prime is equals to unit weight minus the unit weight of water. Yung tinatanggal natin yung tubig, no? I believe na-discuss na rin natin yan. Okay? And you have here the formula for your stability number, and that is C over gamma H. So kindly take note of this also. So let us try to solve problem para maintindihan natin si infinite slope. Again, pag sinabi natin infinite slope, we are considering a long span or a long slope. Okay, so as an example, dinidesign natin or ina-analyze natin yung sides ng mountain ninyo. Okay. So sabi ng problem dito, Dry sand, negligible of cohesion value, is to be dumped from a truck on a side of a roadway. The properties of sand are the internal angle of friction is 30 degrees, the gamma dry is 17 kilonewton per cubic meter, and the gamma sat is 17.5 kilonewton per cubic meter. Letter A, determine the following. Letter A, maximum slope angle of the sand if that is a dry state. Letter B, maximum slope angle of the sand if the saturated state without seepage. So wala pa rin palang seepage yung kinoconsider natin dito for letter B, the same as sa letter A. Next, slope, safe slope if the dry state of the factor of safety is 1.25. Ibig sabihin, sa letter C, hinahanap natin is the angle. Okay? Para hindi ito magkaroon ng failure. Now, this is the figure. This is your H. Okay? And you have here your beta. So since for letter A that is in dry state, from the term itself, dry state siya, ibig sabihin without seepage ito. Hindi basa yung ating soil. For letter B, as you can see, the soil is saturated, but we are going to analyze the angle of slope without seepage. No, hindi pa rin natin i-consider yung infiltration ng inyong tubig sa inyong soil. So, ibig sabihin, yung formula pa rin ito is without seepage. Alright? So, let's try to solve letter or your problems. For letter A, no, that is without seepage or your dry state, and the formula for your factor of safety is equivalent to C over the gamma. Okay, for a while, check natin. Okay, so our formula is C, which is your cohesion, over your gamma H sine beta cosine of beta plus the tangent of your internal angle of friction over your tangent of beta. Okay, kung babalikan natin si problem, sabi ni problem, this is dry sand, negligible of cohesion. Ibig sabihin, hindi natin i-consider na may cohesion yung problem natin. So if that is the case, therefore, cohesion natin is equals to 0. By that, ibig sabihin, magiging bawal na to, no? 0 divided by something. So, ika-cancel lang natin itong equation na yan or part of the formula. Therefore, ang maiiwan na lang na formula for our factor of safety for letter A is tangent of your internal angle of friction divided by the tangent of beta. So, yun lang yung magiging analysis natin. So, therefore, no, hahanapin natin yung ating angle of beta kasi ang problem is find the maximum slope of the angle of the sand in the dry state. Hahanapin daw natin kung gaano ka-inclined yung ating ground surface. Okay? So, paano natin yan gagamitin? So, we will use no, the value of factor of safety which is equivalent to a critical state. No? Para mas madali nating makuha yung value. Again, ano yung sabi natin? If your Fs is less than 1, that is unstable or failure. If your Fs is greater than 1, that is stable. And if your Fs is equals to 1, that is in critical. So among these considerations, so magagamit lang natin is si Fs equals to 1, which is for your critical. Okay, so let us say your Fs is equals to 1. That is tangent of 30 degrees, no? That is your internal angle of friction divided by your tangent beta. Okay, I believe alam niyo na yan paano gamitin sa calculator niyo. And kindly check if the value is equivalent to 30 degrees. Therefore, the maximum slope of your ground surface considering a dry state soil that is equivalent to 30 degrees. Okay. So let's move to letter B. Okay, letter B naman, ano yung tinatanong? Sabi dito, maximum slope angle of the sand in the saturated state without seepage. So without seepage pa rin i-consider natin. Therefore, that is also your case 1 natin. No, ang pinagkaiba lang naman ni A at ni B, meron na tayong effective unit weight na kino-consider dito. So madali pa rin naman siya, no? Kahit ganun. Okay? So for letter P, again, the formula is the factor of safety without seepage, and that is C over gamma H sine beta cosine of beta plus tangent T over your tangent of beta. So even if ang kino-consider natin for letter B is the maximum slope angle of your sand in saturated state, no, kahit basa siya. But then again, sinabi ni problem that the cohesion is negligible. Therefore, the same as the letter A, your cohesion is equals to 0. Unless otherwise, sinate sa problem na may cohesion, ilalagay natin sa formula. But since the problem states that the cohesion is negligible, therefore, cohesion or your C is equals to 0. So, ibig sabihin pala, ma'am, yung case natin from na sinolve kay letter A, ganun din yung magiging case ni letter B. And the answer is yes. Ibig sabihin, ang maiiwan na lang na formula natin to be used is the tangent internal angle of friction over the tangent of beta. So, ibig sabihin pala pa rin, ma'am, ang magiging value natin is the same. Yes, no? Kasi yan mo yung gustong gawin ni problem. Okay, that is equivalent to 1 is equals to the tangent of internal angle of friction, which is 30 degrees, divided by your tangent of beta. And I believe, and kindly check, if the value of your beta is equals to 30 degrees. And that is your answer. Sobrang dali lang. No? Kinakailangan nyo lang malaman or kilalanin ulit sino si P, sino si beta. Okay? Next, proceed tayo kay letter C. For letter C, ano nga yung tanong for letter C? Safe slope. Okay, for letter C, that is safe slope in the dry state for a factor of safety of 1.25. So, 1.25 yung ating gagamitin. So, sabi natin, if your factor of safety is greater than 1, that is stable or that is safe. So, kapag binigyan tayo ng factor of safety that is equivalent to 1.25, ano daw yung angle niyan? Okay, yan yung tanong. So, since dry state tayo, ibig sabihin, walang seepage pa rin na formula yung ating gagamitin. No? The same lang. And that is Fs is equals to C over gamma H sine beta cosine of beta plus tangent of phi over tangent of beta. No? So, sana ganyan rin kayo mag-solve. No? Ulit-ulitin yung isulat yung formula habang nagpa-practice kayo para mas madali ninyong ma-memorize yung formula natin. Okay? And again, cohesion is equals to 0 since that is negligible. Now, since the problem states that your factor of safety is equivalent to 1.25. Okay, you have internal angle of friction pa rin na 30 divided by your tangent of beta. Ilan nga yon? Yung safe slope natin para stable tayo. Okay? Kindly check if that is equivalent to 24.791. Okay, and that is your safe slope for your factor of safety na may 21.25 value. And that's equivalent to 24.791 degrees. And that is your answer. Okay? Since, I guess, medyo 10 minutes na lang pala yung naiiwan dito sa ating Zoom. So, I will have part 2 for this slope stability topic natin. Okay?